And now it's time for On Point, where we speak to experts to delve deeper into some of the key issues in the spotlight right now. After 2 delays launching South Korea's first fully domestically developed space rocket, Nuri finally lifted off on Tuesday at the Naro Space Center in Goheung, Jeollanamdo-Province, and of course, as you know, successfully placed its satellites into orbit.
So a historic launch, and what does it mean for the South Korean space program moving forward, and what comes next? For more on this, we turn to Kang Sung-ju, Research Officer of the Astronomy and Space Team at the Gwacheon National Science Museum. We just had you on our report, so we turn to you for more details. Well, very good morning to you, Doctor. And well, first of all, let's start off with the glitches that Nuri experienced before their second delay last week. What was the issue, and how were the engineers really able to fix the problem in such a short period of time?
Okay, the glitch was caused by a level sensor fault in the oxidizer tank in the first stage of Nuri. The problem was that the buoy of the level sensor had to indicate a different value while the launch vehicle was laying down and standing up. But the reading value did not change, which means that you have no idea how much oxidizer was in the tank at the moment. As a result, going ahead with the launch last week was very challenging. When the root of the problem was discovered last week, it didn't appear to be a simple problem to solve. The first and second stage required to be detached and reassembled if the level sensor was a problem. It might take at least 3 to 4 days to complete the procedure, so it appeared that we won't be able to launch by the backup date of June 23rd. However, the Nuri is a completely domestic launch vehicle, thus engineers were able to find a workable solution. The engineers were able to fix the problem in such a short length of the time since they were familiar with the internal structure of the Nuri, and Nuri was successfully launched yesterday.
Of course, the big thing that we were looking forward to was the satellites, right? And Nuri was indeed able to successfully place those satellites into orbit. Can you walk us through the process, and were these satellites able to send the information from orbit as well?
Okay. Of course, the Nuri was carried from the assembly building to the launch pad early morning on Monday. Everything appeared to be in order. The launch preparation went off without a hitch, including the problem what we experienced. The weather and the wind speed at the high altitude were both fine. The Nuri took off from the Naro Space Center at exactly 4 p.m. as planned, and first stage was separated at 2 minutes later. After then, the pairing is eliminated after 4 minutes, close to 4 minutes, although the second stage was separated 5 seconds earlier than we expected. The third engine continued to operate normally since it was inside the airbound. So about 15 minutes after launch, the performance verification satellite successfully separated, followed by the dummy satellite a minute later. The Antarctic Sejong Station got a signal from the performance verification satellite, and the CARI data analysis team confirmed that all of the satellites were in stable orbit. As a result, the entire Nuri launch procedure was a huge success and went off without a hitch.
But even if we look back just to a couple months ago last year, in October, there was a first somewhat unsuccessful launch. So in that very short span of 8 months, how did the research center, how did the scientists here in South Korea be able to fix the initial problems to be able to actually successfully launch Nuri?
That, in my opinion, I think that was an excellent point. I think I can tell you the couple of reasons why they were able to solve the problem in such a short period of the time. First, as previously I noted, the Nuri was a launch vehicle built solely with the domestic technology. Therefore, problems and solutions were immediately recognized after first launch. The next point is that there were minimal complications because the first launch in last October was successful more than 90% of the time, with only a minor hiccup at the very last part of the launch procedure. If the problem was discovered in the middle of the launch process last time, we may not be able to succeed this time because the problem what we encountered the first launch couldn't be found until the very last part of the launch procedure. So basically, Nuri is our homegrown space launch vehicle. So that's why we can solve all the problems in such a short period of the time.
Certainly, of course, with so much ahead, the space program being even more advanced, and I'm sure more launches ahead, I think you will be busy. A lot of the engineers, scientists, all the rocket scientists here in Korea will be very busy as well. Doctor, thank you very much for this. Unfortunately, we are out of time, but I'm sure we'll be able to connect with you again in the near future. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.